advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you to please do your own research. All media used was found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealings. There is a comical element to everything I say. Do not take it personally.
YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So we have sources leaking to the media again from the Harkles camp. So Harry and Meghan have this common theme which they have consistently done throughout their marriage, which is have friends leaking to the media. So it has been reported from an alleged unnamed source that Harry is homesick and allegedly Meghan is worried about him. I don't believe that part to be true because we know that this LA move was all on her. LA was where she was born. It is one of her hometowns from her childhood and it's where her mother is currently stationed. So we know that Meghan desperately wanted to be in LA, not just because she was born there, but also to clout chase, also to get back to the Hollywood lights and the Hollywood hills and hopefully crack Hollywood once and for all, which is something that we all know she's been trying to do for years and years and years. And I guess this is her big moment. She made her name in the UK. She has the recognition and she's trying to use it. But what it seems is that Harry is allegedly very distressed, homesick, tired of the whole charade of him and her. Do I believe there's some validity in this? Yes, I do believe there's some validity in this. We know that these two have had a tiring past 2 years and it's going on and on, especially with the current court case that I am closely following along with everyone else. So it seems that he is quite depressed. It's been said allegedly in the past that Harry does suffer from chronic depression of some description. I'm not sure to what extent, but it has been documented that he does have depression. Allegedly, I haven't read these sources personally myself. So I think that with everything that is going on, I think it would only be natural for him to be feeling homesick, feeling as though he wants to go home, see his family, have some familiarity with everything that's going on. I think for all of us around the world, familiar is nice. At least it gives you some kind of comfort, which he doesn't have. He's in LA. He's in a country that he doesn't know. Obviously, he's been there and visited there many times, but actually visiting a place and living in a place are two very different things. While he's relocated to LA, a lot is going on in the world and a lot has gone on in his personal life, and it only seems to be getting extremely worse. So the article is titled Meghan Markle is worried for homesick Prince Harry as he struggles to settle into life in the US. The Meghan Markle bit it's irksome to me. I don't believe it. But I do believe that he is definitely homesick. So they go on to say, this could be the toughest test that Harry and Meghan have gone through since they got married. An insider told us. Who are these insiders? That's what I'd really like to know. Is it someone from her PR team? Or is it a friend, a genuine friend? Who are these people that keep on leaking to the media? Very interesting. Harry is feeling homesick and that's taken Meghan by surprise as he thought the move was the right decision at the start of all this, and Harry did seem to look like he thought the move was a very great decision. There was a lot of regret in his face at, I would say, the Endeavour Awards and the other events that they attended for their final royal engagements to wrap up their senior royal life in the UK, which seems so long ago. He did look like he was regretful and like he possibly wanted to make a different decision, but I think that at that point everybody felt that it had gone far enough and had gone too far for them to back out now. So it seems that they had to put a brave face on it, and then they subsequently went to Canada and then hopped on a private plane and went to LA. Very confusing, very discombobulated. They don't seem to have a clear compass or direction that they are following. It seems from the left to the right to the left to the right and back. It carries on to say Harry, 35, and Meghan, 38. Relocated from Canada to California after officially quitting real life and dropping their Sussex titles last month. But despite having Meghan by his side, Harry is said to be struggling to settle in, and I think he is struggling to settle in, but I think that Harry has been struggling and very restless for a long time. You know, obviously we had that Africa documentary where he said every click, every flash takes me right back. Yeah, he's gone to Tinseltown, he's gone to LA with Meghan, and it just seems really contrived, one big PR stunt. I'm not really sure at this point what Meghan and Harry are trying to achieve. I know for one thing that they definitely want to be at the top of the headlines every single day. They did get knocked down by Donald Trump and his remark about light and disinfectant, and I know it went viral and everyone heard about that. So they did get knocked down. There are just so much more important pressing issues going on, and they are desperate to be spoken about. They're desperate to be relevant. They're desperate to be kept in the headlines, kept in the media, shoving it in our face, so to speak. They don't want to seem to go away and have this private life that they have been seeking. So the article carries on to say Meghan is being very supportive and helping him through it as best as she can. Our source said, for Harry, it must feel like a complete change of everything he's ever known. It's a new life and even professionally a total life change in terms of how many people are involved in their private life and the making of key decisions. And that is true. We know that when they step down as senior royals, the royal family issued a official statement. Buckingham Palace issued an official statement basically saying that they will not be representing them anymore. They will not be involved in their PR. That is all now handed over solely to the couple in their hands. I think that Meghan and Harry are really going to hash this up. I do not believe that they are going to get this right. Their transition is really far from smooth at this point in time. We have this court case and it seems that she is going to possibly be standing in court against her father, and not only her father, but it seems that these friends, these 5 friends who also leaked this letter that she sent to her father, which allegedly she was trying to send for the sole purpose for her father to see, they leaked excerpts of the letter to the media as well. They are possibly going to be getting called to bear witness and to explain themselves in court as to why they was also leaking, and it's just one big mess up. So I think that Harry probably does have some kind of stress. I don't see how a couple who are fresh in their marriage and have had so much drama within such a short period of time and so much change, everything's been transition from transition to transition, could not have any stress, could not have any sadness, along with everything else that is going on for all of us right now. How can these people be really happy and really fulfilled? That's just my personal opinion. It doesn't come across to me like a recipe for a happy marriage. I think it's really, really sad. It carries on to say Meghan has some concerns that the stress of splitting with the royals may be taking its toll on Harry. He doesn't seem as confident and assured about their decision to do things their own way. He misses elements of his old life, the routine, his old friends, and of course the daily contact with his family. I think that Harry is angry with his family for some reason. I've been feeling that some time, especially at the last Commonwealth celebration that they had, where Harry was literally shooting daggers at everybody's backs. William, Kate, Camilla, Charles, the Queen, you name it. He was shooting some extremely toxic vibes and toxic energy, negative looks. He looked a hot mess. He looked filled with rage. He looked jealous. So I don't know if he's missing daily contact with his family, but I do think he's definitely possibly missing a time where he didn't feel like that. He's in a dark place. He's been in a dark place for a really long time now. I think that Meghan was always very comfortable with separating from her family. I think that she felt it was a level up. It's been well documented in her nature by her good friend, I think it was Pratel, that she doesn't have a problem with ditching people that she's had close ties with, whether that spans 10 years of friendship. She shared in that interview that her and Meghan had a very extremely long friendship. They were childhood friends. It's documented. I'm probably going to put some pictures in the video as well. They shared a childhood together, and she ditched her like it was nothing. As soon as she got onto Suits, as soon as she got clout, she was gone. Their friendship was gone. The circle of friends that she had, that she grew up with, they were ditched. Suddenly they weren't good enough. Suddenly she had to counsel. She didn't want to be papped, etc., etc. Her demeanor changed immediately. She transitioned and, almost just transforms into a new person. And I think that this is possibly happening now. We know she's going to go through an evolution again. She's in LA. She has a title now. Everyone knows who she is throughout the world. She's been spoken about. She has a prince, or had a prince. For him, he's watching this transition. I think Harry is probably hanging on for dear life, but I do believe that in part he wanted this. He wanted to get back at his family for what? I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to know. But then I'm wrong in saying that. We probably will know. I think it probably will come out at some point. When? Who knows? Yeah, that's it. Harry seems to be quite sad about it all, but I'm struggling to feel the sympathy. You brought it on yourself, Harry. You brought it on yourself. Anyway, guys, I'll be back with another video. Bye.